The US is making its biggest move yet in the global EV race. With 10 new battery plants set to open this year, America's battery production capacity is expected to nearly double to 421.5 gigawatt hours. This could mark a turning point in reducing reliance on Chinese imports. But the real question is, can the US finally compete with China's battery dominance, or will rising costs, policy uncertainty, and supply chain struggles put these ambitious efforts at risk? To understand where we are headed, we need to look at where we've been. Back in the 1990s and early 2000s, the US was at the forefront of battery research. However, while American scientists were innovating, battery manufacturing shifted overseas, first to Japan, then South Korea, and eventually to China, which now controls over 70% of the global EV battery market. This dominance came through massive government subsidies, early investment in lithium processing, and a well-developed supply chain. In contrast, the US remained heavily reliant on imports from battery giants like CATL, LG Energy Solution, and Panasonic. Now, with new policies and industry partnerships, America is taking steps to regain control of its battery supply chain. Right now, 10 major battery plants are being constructed across the US, backed by Ford, GM, Toyota, Hyundai, Panasonic, and LG Energy Solution. This expansion aims to strengthen domestic manufacturing, create jobs, and position the US as a competitive force in the EV battery market. Unlike China, which has a centralized government-backed strategy, the US approach relies on joint ventures between automakers and battery makers. These partnerships bring manufacturing expertise but also expose the industry to market risks. While China's plants operate under government stability, US plants need strong consumer demand and predictable policies to remain profitable. Despite this rapid growth, there are major challenges ahead. One of the biggest concerns is tariffs and rising costs. The US is attempting to reduce reliance on China for key raw materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, but China still dominates global lithium refining. If new tariffs are placed on Chinese imports, production costs for these new US plants could skyrocket, making American-made batteries less competitive. Another key challenge is EV demand. Currently, government incentives make EVs more affordable, but if tax credits shrink or disappear, will American consumers still buy EVs at the same rate? A decline in demand could force battery plants to scale back or shut down, putting the entire investment at risk. Additionally, while major automakers have the resources to sustain production, smaller battery startups like Core Power and Freyr are already canceling or delaying projects due to financing struggles. This raises concerns about whether all 10 planned battery plants will succeed or if only the strongest will survive. Despite these obstacles, analysts agree that the US battery industry is moving forward and there's no turning back now. The sheer scale of investment and job creation makes it unlikely that these projects will be abandoned. If successful, this expansion could make the US a global leader in battery manufacturing, lower battery costs, and accelerate EV adoption. However, the next few years will be critical in determining whether these new plants can match consumer demand and remain competitive in the face of economic and political uncertainties. The future of EVs is unfolding right now. Will the US truly compete with China in battery production, or will economic challenges slow progress? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you want to stay ahead of the latest in EV tech, clean energy, and battery breakthroughs, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for more updates.